it's not a good situation there for Cape Canaveral. Okay, and my second question. Now, interesting. There is an executive order against Twitter. And you guys know I've had a thorn in my side with executive orders against social media. Now, this executive order that they're describing, Donald's going to sign against Twitter, I think this is the one that they rumored last August was going to happen. What was happening in August at the time? That was the week after Mueller testified. That is when all my stats went haywire. That's when everything fell off the cliff for me because somehow I got looped into that. Actually, I think I'm going to make this into a second reading. So that was last August. I do not have my horoscopes here. But I want to know, first of all, this executive order that they're threatening, how does it relate? We're going to do a relationship here. How does it relate to the executive order that was last August? So show me Donald's executive order he's planning to sign against social media for bias against conservative views. So I want to see the executive order they're talking about right now, bias against on social media. I want to see the executive order last August 7th they were talking about signing because of anti-conservative bias. What's crowning these two things? How does this right now link to the one last August? How does this one last August link back there? And what is the basis for all of this? Then we want to know how now links to, no. Final result. Covered in has everything to do with, again, data, power, money, votes, data. We're data hunting, again, data mining, data scraping for the White House because he's DOA. He's so done. And I think this is also has to do with, horrifically, that we have passed over 100,000 deaths from COVID. It's another distraction. I feel like these things have been in the making for a while. Oh, Putin says so. Okay, so this, right now, this is the executive order. King of Swords, executive order. I say so. Covered in taking action. This is the one from August 7th. Oh, August last year, that one was to bind up and block social media, cause a ruckus. And it's almost as if that plan isn't working, so they're trying something else. It's time to come back to that. Maybe unblock some things and retailer this the executive order from last time because Russia. I just had a sense that this whole Russia plan, it's not working. They're having a yes, and I just got because KJU is dead. North Korea can't help anymore. Putin is having a hard time picking up the slack, in my humble opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. What's crowning these two executive orders? Wow. So the Seven of Cups is a confusion, the misinformation, the disinformation, the gaslighting, getting people to go down a rabbit hole. Reversed, we've made the decision. We've crossed that line where we have to take action because things are getting really, really bad. It's kind of like pulling the ripcord. This current executive order relates to this by news they got overseas, which I am assuming North Korea, maybe KY Jelly and company, maybe Eric Prince, DeVos, Chow, the information that's coming along. This August 7th executive order relates back to this one because they need to steal an election. They need to steal the narrative, and what's at the basis of this is they need good news. This could be Jared, this could be Oscar, this could be Josh. I need to speak about the spouses right now. Jared, Josh, Mike Pompeo's wife, Susan. I am discovering, now that I'm looking at these wives, the wives are doing the back channel Iran running. Even Susan Pompeo is doing it. Like Pompeo is working directly with Prince. Susan Pompeo seems to be, here you go, here you go. It's really sickening. These little pages, I think, are, like the back channel, Josh Kushner, his wife, all of them. It's so bad. So what's the final outcome with this executive order? We're going back to the past for the Republican Party so I can be in my glory to win the election. So it looks like they're probably going to activate that emergency plan. It's so not cool. I feel like I have another question to ask really quickly. Show me big data. Show me big data. Its relationship to what's happening in Minneapolis. Show me big data. Big data and micro-targeting. Show me big data, micro-targeting. Winning no matter what, we don't care. We are going to take information and weaponize it against you and force some really gross, disgusting decisions. How it was used in Minneapolis from the incident to the protests. King of Wands, it's a directive. Angry Putin, covered in help me, the mercenaries. So this is big data. This is the provocation. Remember, at the Gemini, there you go, an assault. The Gemini new moon had Donald as a provoker at the top of the chart. Show me Minneapolis. Emperor. Putin at the behest. Donald at the behest of Putin. Covered in. He's done. Or he's retreating. How does big data relate to Minneapolis? Timing. What did I say this was? Big data related to the protests. This is the city. Relating back to the city, we have, yep. Look at all this data, all this information, Putin's justice. So they're just going to egg it on. We'll see what happens after this quarter moon. Take care, you guys.